I'm going to try to quickly explain how to balance a chemical equation. And the equation I'm going to use is the one for photosynthesis. While yes, it is a lot more complicated, in reality, the simple version will serve my purposes here. So, in this equation, on the reactants, we have CO2 plus H2O plus light, but we're not going to worry about that. And those will get C6H12O6, or sugar, plus O2 and heat, but we're also not going to worry about that for right now. And the way to balance an equation is to get an equal number of each element on both sides. So we want equal amounts of carbon and equal amounts of hydrogen and oxygen and whatever. So, like right now, we have 1 carbon on the reactants and 6 carbons on the products. 3 oxygens on the reactants, 8 on the products, and for hydrogens we have 2 on the reactants and 12 on the products. Okay, so now what we're trying to do is get the number of carbons to be equal in oxygens and hydrogens, and we're going to start with the carbons because they're only in one compound on either side. And it's a little bit easier to start with this just because versus the hydrogens, because hydrogen is a part of water and we have water in this equation. So the difference is there's one carbon on this side, 6 carbons on this side. So we have 6 divided by 1 is 6, so we have 6 times 1, 6 carbons on that side. But that 6 is also going to affect these oxygens, so we now have 13 oxygens. Okay. Now, because the carbons are balanced, we're going to move on to hydrogens. We have 2 on this side and 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So if we apply that, 6 times 2 is 12. So now we have 12 hydrogens on this side, 12 on this side. They're balanced. But it's also the 6 again is going to apply to these oxygens. So we have 6 times 6 times 2 is 12, and plus 6 times 1 is 6, so we have 18. And then now we have this side that we need to get to equal the amount on that side. So these need to equal 18. 18 minus 6 is 12. And then, so we need these to equal 12. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. So 6 times 2 is 12 plus 6 is 18. And now everything is balanced. Move it up, the coefficients up to make it official, and there we go.